Welcome everybody, Stuart Maker Adam here. In today's video, we're going to have a quick look at LinkedIn advertising and see some of the features and tools available in the platform, as well as whether or not it is worth advertising on the platform or whether it's better to advertise somewhere else. Let's head over to the LinkedIn ad account right now. So here we are, and it is a very similar dashboard and setup to Google advertising and also Facebook ads, a bit of a hybrid of both. If we go to the plan section here, you can see that there is the opportunity to create an audience if you want to. There are a couple of different features available in the create audience. You can create it based on companies or contacts. You can create it by a lead gen form, targeting, single image retargeting. You can create lookalike audiences too, or people that have visited your website. If we go over to the advertise section itself, which is where the real meat and potatoes of it is, you can see that we are able to just hit the blue create button. And if we create a campaign, there is the chance for us to just get straight into setting up the campaign. And we can see here, there is the 3 different group objectives available, which is all quite interesting, similar to Facebook's old setup when creating a new campaign. And you've got the quick and advanced options. So what is the quick one? Let's just go to quick mode and swap over and just have a quick look and see. Okay, we've got the brand awareness, website visits, you've got the audience, ad format, placement, budget, schedule. Okay, so if we click website visits and we go to a profile-based one, and then we've got single image. Let's just use one of our old example companies for reference. So remember, you have to have a LinkedIn page in order to advertise on the platform. It's not a time-consuming process and can be set up quite quickly. We've got the placements, budget, schedule. Okay, that all seems relatively straightforward. And the quick setup. Let's go to the advanced one. And we're back in advanced mode. So we can see here that there are a couple of different things we can consider when setting up an objective. We've got 7 options to choose from, but let's go for lead generation and see how that works. So we've got the opportunity to choose the group, budget, and schedule, obviously for the campaign, and we can choose between 3 different options. We can run it continuously, we can set a start and end date, or we can set a budget for the period of time which we want it to run. So let's say if you set it at $500, wonder how that would work. Okay, so there's no sort of filters or recommendations or tools, it's just set at $500. We set a start and end date. Obviously, we can choose the end date over here. Let's see how it goes if we just go over to next and what that brings up after that. Okay, so we need to give it a name. Let's give it a simple name, test campaign, and let's select next. Right, so what have we got here? We've got the audience ability. Now, something that I wanted to tell you about audience targeting, which is really important, is that LinkedIn recommends a size of at least 50,000 in order to have successful targeting. So if we increase the locations to include Australia as well, hopefully that'll take us over the target number that we want to be on. And before we close that, you can, for the locations, recent or permanent location is the default option here. Let's select it and go to permanent location because these are people living in the particular country selected. So now we've got permanent location, we've got a good target audience size. We can close this and that saves the settings we just had. And we can choose our target audience as well. One of the cool things about LinkedIn is if we go to audience attributes, you can see here there is the demographics, company, job experience. If you go to demographics, you can actually target people based on their age and gender. And for job experience, you can target people based on their seniority within a company, as well as their job titles. Now that is really cool, particularly if you're targeting a particular group of people in your business services and operations. So a really cool feature to use, and definitely something worth looking at. You can see I've chosen a couple of examples of trade-based businesses, and I'm going to select close here and go to save audience so that all of that saves properly. And boom, we've selected save, and we can see here that there are forecasted results on how we can expect our campaign to go, including a 30-day cost per lead. If we go down to the ad formats, you can see there are 6 different options available, and that is quite a cool little thing. And in order to run the campaign, you must have a company or showcase page associated with this account. Okay, so it's quite easy to go and create a new LinkedIn page from that and just set it up and connect it to your ad account. So here we got the video one, we've got the message, conversation, document. Let's see what happens if we go to the message one, because obviously that's something. Oh no, LinkedIn is going to be discontinuing it soon. So looks like the focus is conversation, document, video, single image, carousel image. Okay, so we can get a pretty good idea there of what the cost per lead could be, which is a lot higher there on the video ads as opposed to the single image ads. And then we've got the placements as well, so LinkedIn and the audience network for LinkedIn. And then we've got our budget and schedule. Then we've got our maximum delivery and cost cap option. Now, if we select cost cap option, whoa, that is incredibly high. $83 per lead. Wow. Quite expensive. And that's something which LinkedIn is known for a little bit, a platform that is very expensive to advertise on. So my recommendation would be, if you have the budget available, yes, you might find it very helpful to advertise on LinkedIn. But remember 2 things. Number 1, people don't come on LinkedIn as often as they go on Facebook, YouTube, Google, and other platforms. Number 2, LinkedIn is a business networking platform. So if you've got a very target and specific niche of people that you're wanting to target, it might be a great platform despite the cost of advertising. If you are not sure of your target audience yet, probably best to avoid LinkedIn all the time being and figure out that target audience. Coming on down, we've got the opportunity to create conversion tracking, and it says optional, but that is not an option for us as digital marketers and business owners. We want to see the full value of what a conversion is on our page. So let's see how we can choose that. There's a lot of different conversions we can choose from, key page view, all the way through to leads and booking appointments. Let's select leads and have a look at the time frame which it can be counted. So it can go up to 90 days, which is really, really awesome. And if you select 90 days for clicks and views, and then you can select the attribution, last touch for each campaign, or the last campaign. Let's select each campaign and go to next step. What does that take us to now? Okay, so we've got the campaign status for all. Let's select the website visits one and go to next step. So we can do a couple of different things. We could set it up manually, or we could use the Google Tag Manager. How cool is that? Nice and simple. So let's see, if we choose the Google Tag Manager, it takes us to the instruction page. So if we manually set it up, looks like you just have to install the tag code here, just copy it, and probably just put it onto the global footer on the website. It's as simple as that. Really, really cool. And you can define the tracking method, event specific, page load, matching a URL. Okay, so I guess once that's been done, you can go to the next step, or I guess we have to create the new page first. So let's just set one up right now and see what it takes us to once we've done that. Okay, so I'm just setting up the new page now. And you have to enter in the name of your company. It'll create a slug for LinkedIn. You just choose your organization size. You choose the industry that you're operating in. And you just have to verify that you've got the rights to do all of that when you have set up and established the page, particularly if you're working for another company. And I've just set it up right now as paid advertising help. So let's see if we can find that page right now. And there we go. And we can associate the company page and press confirm. Cool. Now we can go down to the next stage, I suppose. Let's hit that next button. Let's confirm the save. And it then takes us through to the next section, which will be interesting to find out. We can create the ad for the campaign. So I guess the first step is to give the ad a name, and then we want to introduce the text. Okay, now that we've got that, we need to add in the destination URL. So let's place that into the destination URL right now. And we've got to add an ad headline. And then we have to choose a nice image. So let's go and find one, adding an image right now into the library, and let's add it in. Okay, so that's what the lead is going to look like at the moment. It's quite a simple setup and structure. How does it look on the mobile feed compared to the desktop one? Okay, so it looks more or less the same. We've got the form details now. How is that going to work on our one? Okay, so it looks like someone can just fill in their information below. So we can select one, or we can create a new one, as well as having a call to action button. So we change that to get quote, and we select a new form. We can see there's different offer details. There's the privacy policy that you obviously have to have. And then there's the lead details and custom questions. Okay, so you can ask quite a few questions about the person. Let's see if we can identify the city that they're in. Yes, we can. Can we identify the company name? Yep, we can do that too. That's probably about all the questions we need at the moment for that one. And then you can even ask custom questions as well, similar to Facebook. So you could probably ask, how much do you spend on paid ads a month? And give them a couple options. And then we've got the opportunity to ask up to 3 of these custom questions. That's really cool. And if we add custom checkboxes as well, let's see what that offers us. Okay, so I suppose if on that one, do you agree to us contacting you? The person will just select the box there to give the approval. And then you've got the confirmation message as well, once someone has filled in the form. And then we've got some hidden fields. Oh, you can add up to 20 hidden fields. I wonder how that works. Okay, so there's the confirmation message. There's the lead detail form that people will see when they fill in. So that might be a good way of like filtering the leads. I really like that little feature for the checkbox message, because it really kind of validates whether the person is serious about being contacted by you or whether they're just, doing it to inquire and find out more. So a cool little tool to have. So coming back to the final section, which is the ad itself. Look, it's a pretty basic lead sort of setup and structure. It's not too hard to get everything set up. The bottom line is, if we go back to the section when it comes to the budget and schedule and have a look at what the recommended cost cap is, we need to understand, and you need to understand as an advertiser or small business owner, is it worth paying up to $167 in this instance for a lead, or at the lower end, $62. So if you've got a good conversion rate and you have a very set and particular niche that you want to target on LinkedIn advertising, it's a fantastic platform. If you're not quite sure of your audience, or if you want to go broader, then it's probably better to take your advertising efforts elsewhere. So I'm going to leave it there for today, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a greater understanding of how the LinkedIn advertising platform works. Don't forget, once again, to hit that like button if you found this video useful. And if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and bell icon as well to get all the notifications from this channel. We post new videos about Facebook, Instagram, and other advertising tutorials every single week, as well as good old Podcast Friday. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.